My dear students, my dear scholars, since the American companies versus the Japanese companies competition was felt globally, of course, Europe was also sending its products in the market. They were also feeling the heat. And they were looking into the management literature. But if you look at the literature, journals, books, mostly you will find coming from the American professors. Very few from the British or German. Because American companies were dominating. And now they were facing the competition from the Japanese. Rather, Japan and its products are becoming global leader towards the end of the 20th century. China was nowhere at that time. So management scholars were suggesting various options. Options in planning, options in structure, options in leading, options in controlling. And that brought a concept of change management. That the companies must be ready to embrace the change. So when you speak of change, it means learning school of thought is becoming important. इसलिए कि नए नॉलेज के लिए चेंज होना है ना, तो नया आइडिया चाहिए, नई स्ट्रेटजी चाहिए, नई स्किल चाहिए. I want to survive. I want to be successful. So then you should learn. So change management is difficult. It's not easy. But it's a systematic approach to deal with the transformation of an organization's goal, its processes, and its technologies. What should we change to stay in the market, to achieve the sustained advantage, and to beat the competition? Should we change the process? Should we bring in new technology? Or should we readjust our goals? And purpose of change management is to develop and implement those strategies which will bring in the change, which will control the change, and it will help the people of the company to adopt the change. अब उसमें आगे चल के, should there be a revolutionary change or should there be evolutionary change? अब वो भी एक concept है. Radical change or evolving change. These approaches prepare the companies and support them and help the individuals and teams in making organization change. One of the very important model of change suggested by American scholar, by Professor Kurt Lewin, and it was adopted by many companies, is a 3-step change model. Unfreezing, changing, and freezing. And there were a lot of research in the 90s, toward the end of 20th century, on the effectiveness of this change model. देखिए, एक 7S का मॉडल था. Here is the organizational change model from Kurt Lewin. Unfreeze का मतलब ये है, make your company, make your staff, make your employees, make your technology, make your process ready for change. Plan कीजिए. Unfreeze. Number 2, implement those changes on those areas which require change. Should you bring in new technology? Should you bring in new staff, new skill set, new system, new process? न्यू सप्लायर, चेंज कीजिए, उस इनिशिएटिव को लेकर आइए। और तीसरा स्टेप इसमें है कि वंस यू हैव डन द चेंज, let the change work for a certain period of time. Make it for a certain period of time and let it last. If you want to change the system, don't change the people. If you want to change the people, don't change the system. Be careful which area requires change. This three-phase model provides guidance on how to go about and asking people of the company, staff of the company, even sometimes customers of the company, ready for change. इसलिए कि चेंज इतनी आसान नहीं होती. Changing habit, changing skill set, changing attitude, changing way of doing work, changing way of dealing the customer. Do you think it's easy? No. Let me just say a last statement. Making Russians and learning Russian people how to smile, they required a 3-day training asking Russians how to smile. इसलिए कि स्माइल भी इतनी आसानी से चेहरे पर नहीं आती. Thank you very much.